Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel HopeQure Wellness, where we talk about everything related to mental health. And if you're watching us for the first time or are new to our channel, do like, share, and subscribe. Today we have with us Miss Priyanka. She's our in-house senior counseling psychologist. Thank you for joining us, Miss Priyanka.
Thank you for having me.
And today we'll be talking about people pleasing and what exactly is people pleasing. So let's get started and discuss the same.
Sure.
So Miss Priyanka, I would like to know that what is people pleasing?
What is people pleasing? Okay. So this is a very common term that is being used these days. People pleasing is when a person is not able to say no or is going an extra mile so that people around them are not disappointed.
Okay.
So basically that is people pleasing.
So just so everybody feels included
Yeah.
or they
so
feel
that
part.
so that people don't judge them, so that people don't get disappointed with them. That's why, so that people don't reject them. So these are some of the reasons why
Yeah.
it happens.
So I was coming to this question that why do you think people pleasing happens? You answered a bit of it, but
Yeah.
are there any other things that you would like to add to it?
Yes, of course. So there are some more reasons why usually people please.
People please. Great. Yeah.
It's because firstly it is to avoid conflicts, among people. So let me not say what I feel because this is going against that person. So let me just
Bottle
say
it
yes and just say, that yeah, you're right. Whereas actually I don't really agree with their point of view. So to avoid conflicts at the same in the same domain, another reason that comes is that they don't want to be rejected by other people. So they have a fear of rejection. Let me not say this to my group of friends, they might stop talking to me, right? But these are all delusions. This is not the reality. But people think like that. Another reason can be why people tend to please people is because of low self-worth, right? So they feel that I'm not worthy enough to say what I have on my mind, or I'm not worthy enough to go against this group of people, right? I'm not worthy enough, so they leave me.
Okay.
Right. So that is another point. One other point is related to confidence. I might have some point in my mind, but I might not be saying it to other people because of the lack of sheer confidence. I will not have the confidence to just say it upright that this is what I feel. So another reason could be that as well. So these are some main reasons. Of course, there are many more that come up in our therapy sessions.
Definitely.
But yeah, these are some of the
Major reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you mentioned, low self-confidence and low self-esteem or lack of worth. So now I would like to understand that why is it a mostly negative term, people pleasing?
Mostly it is a negative term because it's being used like that, where the person who's pleasing the other people is going through a lot of he's taking the brunt of it.
Okay.
Basically, the person who pleases the other people is feeling frustrated or angry or guilt, that why couldn't I say it. So that is why it is mostly negative. It really does help in some situations as well.
Yeah.
Let's say when you are talking to your boss, right? And if you please the boss, then you might just get a promotion.
Yeah.
But it is mostly negative because the person is losing his or her individuality
In that process.
Yes.
Definitely.
They are not saying things as they mean it. So they are actually sugarcoating or changing themselves in that process.
Just to appear good in the eyes of everybody else.
Exactly.
But I believe this is going to hamper their individual process in the long run.
Yes.
Definitely. So now coming to a very important solution. Now we've talked about problems. So I would like to know that what would you suggest the audience or in general your clients do to stop being a people pleaser?
That's a good question. So usually we try and come to a middle way.
Okay.
Right, so that they can keep their individuality and also the other person is not feeling bad or is not disappointed in them, especially if the other person is important to them.
Okay.
So we come to a middle way where we say that whatever you are feeling is very important, but it is also important to be considerate of the other person, but in a very proportionate way. Why people tend to do this pleasing is because they are too considerate or too kind, right, too compassionate. In that process they forget themselves, right?
They forget that me too.
Exactly, yeah. So they forget themselves. So coming to a point in therapy where both of us, where me and my client, we will talk and discuss a solution where they are not losing their individuality, their sense of whatever the viewpoint they have, and also saying it in a way, coming up with the communication technique where the other person also doesn't feel bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so handling it, but handling it wisely.
So I guess baby steps in this process as well.
Yes.
Because there's no A or B that's decided.
Yeah.
There's always going to be A1 or B1 in that
Exactly.
process.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So which also brings me to understand that, okay, I have the attributes of being a people pleaser, let's say. So how do I use these attributes to my strength? Because being too compassionate and too kind is very rare these days, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So how do I use these attributes to my strength and not become a people pleaser in the process?
So how can we use some of these attributes is that keeping yourself sane and safe in this whole process, and not letting go of your own individuality.
Yeah.
How I can use it for my betterment is that what happens is, what I've observed with clients is that when they tend to people please, but when we come up with an idea to deal with it wisely, then what happens is that they actually become good leaders, right? So because they are able to gel with people, right?
They have that warmth.
Yes, they have that warmth. So even if they're not really pleasing the other person, but the some attributes of being kind and compassionate come up, then they can be excellent leaders. Another aspect can be that they can be, like you said, that kindness and compassion are two things that are not seen that much in the current scenario. But they still can keep those attributes to themselves, because that is their strength. These are positive things, right? It's just that they become negative only when it comes when they let other people come before them, right? So if they are making themselves their priority, then I think being kind and compassionate is not bad at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
These are positive words, so definitely they'll have a positive impact on the person as well.
Yeah.
So I believe this conversation was all about understanding how we can use our negative points to our strengths, just by being us and putting ourselves first and not losing ourselves in the process of understanding others or even making them feel that they are a priority. So thank you, Ms. Priyanka, for joining us today and having this amazing discussion. I believe our audience will love it too. We would really appreciate your feedback and suggestions in the comments section. So do drop them there, and thank you so much.
Thank you.